Hey everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I wanted to go over a new art supply that I got at the store yesterday. I went out yesterday in search for white acrylic paint, but for the third time that I've been to the art supply store, I saw these Kuretake Gansai Tambi paint, and it's called Kuretake Gansai Tambi paint, and it's traditional Japanese watercolor paints that also behave as a gouache. So what I thought I'd do is try these out, open the package up, try them out, test them out, see how they work, and then get out my watercolor and my gouache and see how they work side by side. So we are going to do that today, and I hope you join me. The first thing I notice when I open up the packaging is that there is a cover for the paints. It's quite beautiful. And on the inside, there is a place to swatch the different colors. Now, I only got the 24 color set. That's all they had. But I think they have like a 36 color version. But I'm going to grab some water. You're going to swatch these, test them out, and then compare them with watercolor and gouache. One of the things I'm noticing with these paints is that there is a nice creaminess to them that I like. It's what I like about gouache, is sort of that creamy paint texture. Now it says if you add more water, right, it's obviously less opaque. So the less water you have, the darker it goes down, the less transparent it is. I'm definitely loving these colors. I feel like you get a lot in the little paint pans as well. Let's see. I love this indigo color. It's nice to see how they blend together. I don't want to make too much. The other thing I really like about this is all the greens that you get. You get so many different color greens. And so if you're into landscapes or something like that, you just have a lot of different options to choose from. I love that color. I really like these. Okay, so I have my watercolor paint out. This is Mei Lang. It's a watercolor palette. There's so many colors. I love this watercolor paint. So we're going to be using this. And I also have my Himi gouache, which is one of my favorites. I love Himi gouache. Now, when it dries out, because this is supposed to be jelly gouache, but when it dries out, you can just reactivate it with water. And clearly, I love this. I use it all the time. I just add some water and it reactivates it. It's not a problem for me. We are going to do a little demo painting to see how the watercolor and traditional gouache, I'm using the Himi gouache, how they compare to the Gansai Tambi Japanese paint. I'm just using my sketchbook for the first drawing. I do a couple more and I just show you the end result, but this is the process of using the Japanese watercolor. I really like the bright colors. I like how it blends. I like that there's white that I can use on top of it and it stays on top of it. This is the watercolor and I love the brightness of those watercolors. They're super bright. Then I get to the gouache, laying it down nice and creamy. I think they all worked really well, but I'm going to do a comparison of all three. This is the watercolor, this is the Japanese watercolor, and this is the gouache. Of all three of these, I would say the one I enjoyed the most was the Kuretake, then the watercolor, and then the gouache. Although this one is called watercolor, it does reactivate with water, so it will smudge. This one reactivated and I just kind of lost hope with it, but normally I use gouache and I really enjoy it, but when I was comparing these, and if you're trying to draw like a little outline with black, like I was trying to do, it was reactivated every single time. The gouache, way more than the Kuretake, if I'm saying that right, I hope I am. And then, of course, watercolor doesn't reactivate with water. I just didn't wait for it to completely dry. This is what it looks like when they're dry. You can see they're almost all equally bright. I would say these two are brighter than the gouache. But overall, I really do love the Himi gouache, but just not for this particular painting that I did. I usually use gouache on top of like newspaper or books, and it goes on really well because it's really creamy. But if I was to choose from all three, I would choose this one. I just like the way it laid down on the paper. This is just regular sketchbook paper, and I tried it on watercolor paper too, so I have that here. This is the Kuretake. This is the watercolor, and this is the gouache, and I just get the same feeling. You can see how bright these colors are. The other thing I wanted to say is I found you can get pens go on over it very, very well. The pen goes over it very, very well, more so than the other two. I really did enjoy the Kuretake Gansai Tambi paints much more than the other two. It will probably be my go-to going forward, especially as I try to draw more fashion type illustrations. I don't know, I felt more confident and comfortable with it. So that's just my own personal take. I'd love to hear from you if you've given them a try. Please leave a comment. I hope you all have a wonderful day and happy sketching.